Gladiator Body, day 19, unleashing your inner fire. I hope you're having a great day. As usual, let's get straight into it. Now, before we start, I would like to say thank you to all of you. Sometimes, for me, it's just the internet. But I forget sometimes that, the impact that my content has brought upon you. And with that last video, I said some things and yes, you guys replied. I'm just checking my Instagram and I totally forgot that there's a request section where a lot of new messages come in and I'm trying to get through all of them. And just your guys' words of positivity, it opened my eyes. But we're going to warm up with 10 minutes of jumping rope. Then we're going to do our 10 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest of body weight squats. We're going to hammer it on the legs all the way up, all the way down. Now, with day 18, I had you walk 4 hours. I hope you got to complete it, and I hope you got to meet yourself a little bit. Just be with yourself. Really just get in tune with your heart, your head. Now, as I was saying, I do sometimes forget the amount of inspiration and motivation and whatever positivity that I've given to you guys. Like I said, sometimes for me, I slip back into reality, and I just think it's just the internet. I'm over here just making videos. I don't really get too much messages. Sometimes I don't check them. Sometimes I do. I try to get through what I can, but at the same time, I forget, and just the messages on all of the comments on yesterday's video really opened my eyes to, what I have given you guys. And it seems like, I've done a pretty good job on really stating, what I do this for the mindset, for having a healthy body so that you can be sharp as a family man, as a boyfriend, as a brother, friend, husband. If you're a woman, just to be a better human being, using a fight training to be a better human being. And of course, you saw the shadowboxing in the beginning. So of course, this time around, we're just going to jump back on the normal schedule of the Gladiator Body. I'm going to continue to keep giving you that good martial artist fight training, mindset, positivity. And of course, even if I was going to drop everything, I'm still going to look at my life from the scope of a martial artist. After those 10 rounds, we're going to do 10 rounds of bicep curls with the 10-pound dumbbells. It's going to be the same format, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. And yes, like I said, even if I drop all the fight training, I still was going to look at my life from the view of a martial artist, because that's the only way things make sense for me, and sometimes the martial artist has to drop his deadliest of weapons and use his heart to figure out what life really means, find the deepest of his techniques, and then he can get back to his normal training. So just a little 24 hours of just sitting within my heart space, reading all of your guys' messages. Again, thank you. Now, for these 10 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, with these bicep curls, with the 10-pound dumbbells, you're going to just pump it out. Maybe for you, depending on how strong you are, the first 2 to 3 rounds are going to be extremely easy. So you just got to just focus on the speed. I like doing these, one, because there was a time when I fought. We were against the cage. I was trying to swim in for underhooks. I was stuffing a takedown, and the guy was strong against the cage, and my arms, my biceps started to fatigue. On top of that, just all the adrenaline and just the anxiety, everything was pumped out before I even stepped into the cage. It was crazy. So when I do these curls with the 10-pound dumbbells on that format of 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 10 rounds, that comes out to 5 minutes. My focus is just to blow it out. When I feel the burn, I just keep going. Stuff like this I developed back when I had my little fitness gym. And like I said, I grappled a lot with my clients. I had a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu clients that competed, and this really helped with the gi training. Then, after those 10 rounds, you're going to keep the timer the same. 10 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You're going to restart it. Then you're going to do dumbbell side laterals and really pump it out. After really burning out the biceps, we're going to hit the shoulders. For me, when I do these shoulder side laterals with the dumbbells, just burning it out, they really help with the punching. Now, yesterday, my girlfriend and I, we went to Target. She bought some planting soil, and the Target we went to is connected to a major mall. And you can't bring the cart into the mall. And we forgot that. So we were at the self-checkout. We kind of like, I pushed the cart and the thing just locked up. I was like, holy moly. And from the self-checkout where we were checking out to our car, it was extremely far. So I had to like put the potting soil, the 2 bags, onto my shoulders. I was carrying something else. I think it was like laundry detergent and a bunch of other things. And as we were walking through the mall back to our car, my shoulders started to burn. And I remembered, I was like, this is why I work the shoulders the way that I do, side laterals with the dumbbells, all that work we did with the push-ups, the pulsing push-ups. Because once I felt the fatigue, I was like, oh, this feels just like training. So again, not only has these pulsing push-ups, the push-ups, these 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 10 rounds, with the side laterals, the dumbbell work, the bicep work, it not only helped me with the grappling back when I was doing a lot of grappling, back when I was fighting mixed martial arts, it also helps me for life, man. And as I was walking through that parking lot, like I said, I was glad that I did all the training. And like I said, you see how I got a little rock trying to get my arms up on the side laterals? When I was walking, I had both the bags of planting soil on one side, and like just to balance myself up, my lower back was starting to burn. And doing the side laterals, how you can see I'm rocking back and forth, it activates my lower back, and it just really helps to just condition everything. Then after those side laterals, 10 rounds, you're going to do 10 rounds of hammer curls. Same format, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. After we've burnt out the biceps with bicep curls, we're going to do hammer curls. This, even though your biceps are burnt out, you'll still be able to work the biceps, but because we're also angling it at the hammer curl to involve some of the forearm, we can really just burn it out now because we're getting an aid from other muscles around the biceps. So for me, same theory. When everything is burnt out, you gotta just keep it going. These little dumbbells are extremely, for me, they're light, especially compared to like just all the body weight rows, the tall body weight rows that we do. My body is conditioned for it. So in order for me to really get some good work from this, I really got to tap into that inner fire within. And like, yeah, it's burning. When I was doing those bicep curls, it was burning. Then I did those side laterals, my biceps are still burning. Now that we hitting these hammer curls, like it's burning, but I'm just pushing the pace, really digging deep. If you have a hard time holding the dumbbells during the 10-second rest, I suggest that you get a little, like a bench to put in front of you. That way, during the 10-second break, when you put the dumbbells down, you don't put it all the way on the ground and like have to pick it from the floor up, like just deadlifting every time. You can just put it in front of you, pick it up, get back to work. But for me, I didn't put it down. Like I really just let my grip be worked during this entire 5 minutes. And yeah, so hammer curls. Then after that, we're going to do 10 rounds, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest of dumbbell overhead press. Like I said, we burnt out the shoulders and the traps with the side laterals. Now, just to keep putting that pressure on the shoulders, we're going to involve more muscle groups, the triceps, the back, everything else, and doing an easier movement, which is the overhead press. Yes, your shoulders, my traps are burnt out from the side laterals, like I said, and just really pushing it, working that momentum, doing the momentum, that rock while I was doing the side laterals, that was putting extra to where I could like really just annihilate my shoulders. Now that we're doing the overhead press, like it's an easier movement. Plus I got the strength of my triceps to be really involved. Now we're like, this is just overkill. But like I said, you gotta like just push it. When it comes to just everyday life, if you're trying to get into the ring and like everyday life, when shit hits the fan, you want to know that when your body is fatigued, you can still push yourself to the ringer and still be confident and know that you can stay sharp, focused, alert, and still get the job done. That's what it is, gladiator body. If you're like a leader of a group, whether you're doing construction, in your workplace, and I mean, you really push yourself on these workouts, it's going to help you overall. I have no doubt about that. If you can lead yourself to push yourself to the ringer during these moments of just bicep curls, hammer curls, side laterals, overhead press. As you can see, I'm doing an Arnold press, really just getting different angles. If you can't push yourself in here, then when you go out to your spots where you got to lead people, it'll be much easier. And like people will feel that aura from deep within your soul. Now, after that, we're going to do 10 minutes of free flow shadow boxing just to move and groove. And like I said, even though everything is blown out and fatigued, you got to stay sharp. As you can see, I mean, like, look how thick my shoulders, my arms, everything is pumped out, still just trying to move and groove. Yes, my legs are pumped out as well from those 10 rounds of full range bodyweight squats. I'm just trying to move and groove, get acclimated to all this new muscle that I got, slowly and surely coming down, still working the cardio, still working that crazy muscular endurance, and that's just what it is. Gladiator body, day 19. Again, as I said to all of my subscribers, I appreciate all of you. Let's just keep this positivity going, keep on this gladiator warrior mindset, and like I always say, train hard and be kind.